Greetings, Stolen Creation. This is here or with your latest energy update regarding the circus. So, I've had to call cricket representatives. I heard Alex in the background. It wasn't Thelma, and they're like, "We don't know." Since as soon as I activated my SIM card for 843 6847519, the number that I am currently using, that I acquired the day out of the facility on October 6th. Walked in the room with one of my session kids that is in denial. And then we got out with that package. Now, as soon as I did put the number in here, it activated and linked to the phone iPhone 8 that's called Aurora. Now, this one won't change its name to Aurora. They did it on purpose to send me to this vendor that, makes pretend, I believe, or whatever. Because he's like, also, I don't know, call Apple or whatnot. And Apple, the guy like Jim, he vanished. So probably Jim from Resurrection Church wants me to stick with my maiden name, and then in the end they'll come with like a petty excuse like, but you have to love yourself. We love you for who you are. You can't wear the mask to make pretend, like the utmost hypocrite levels of the fraud for Christians. I mean, literally, had my name simply been shifted to Aurora 5 years ago, government level, tech, heaven and earth unite right away. But no, instead they want COVID, and they want now everybody has divorces and karmics and drama and more lies. So that's what's going on. So soon as I turned this on, and okay, it's 843-684-7519, wonderful. Then it's like, okay, please enter the password to my other iPhone called Aurora, which I have a case with the police, but obviously, since it was so-called Collier Dickman who was at Wild Wings, he never took note for case number 21S218526 for 35 48 92 09 39 93 956 IMAE serial number C8PX76HAJC6C. And you can't find the iPhone on this device when I tried to find that missing iPhone 8 that's called Aurora, which now they probably gave to like Tatiana or someone, in order for no matter what I do, I'm gonna come out as my maiden name, and they're gonna be like, oh, It's pathetic, like their levels of determination to ruin the day and steal my mission. That's the only thing I have to do. There's nothing for me to do. Like, what do you think? I'm gonna go fake it my whole life? I'm not gonna do that. So I called Apple. I'm like, yeah, since Miguel Lamboy did that for the Sierra, and you guys are being, duplicitous people. Um, Cricket can't do much. You think that I don't know that if I shift from Cricket to AT&T, the people who have this line on the iPhone 8, you think they're no longer going to be able to access the information and the data? If that's the White House, I mean, please, you know, and then you want to say bad things about the stolen MacBook. No, nothing was wrong with my MacBook. Nothing ever was wrong with any of my content. You're just making up lies to get away with murder, to then call me crazy because of the magic they put in the field between Russia, etc., with India. So that as soon as I come out and say, oh, that's me who did the work for Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morningstar, they're going to say, no, she's the thief, she's robbing me, is what Russia's going to say. because that's what they're programming the whole field to do. So I repeat, I entered my code for the other phone. It unlocked some features on this phone. Next thing you know, the next time I entered the same old passcode on this phone, it said that it couldn't connect to the other phone anymore. That's when the other party changed the lock code, which already gives me a point against the cops, because a dick man tried to tell me that no, ma'am, you didn't never walked inside Wild Wings with the phone, while I was actually calling his office the whole night. I mean, if I didn't have the phone, then how in the world would I call your desk all night long and leave around 16 messages the night my iPhone 8 was robbed? So the phone was with me, and then he's like, but if it was robbed, then they would have turned it off, and your phone is not off. So not only does the police know where my phone went, they also know that it was robbed, and they also know um, who has the phone. Plus, I tried to, like, on my end, oh, now they changed the lock, so they already had set up a quick option to be able to, on their end, access all the apps of mine on my end. So no matter how many times I change passwords, or no matter what I do, they can track me from their end, to end up as, oh, now Tatiana's dancing pregnant in the club. She's Aurora, mother of new creation, Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morning Star. Heather has already been Aurora Diamond Rainbow. Years now she's married legally. So since Russell tells everybody that she's his true flame and she's his actually true love, and I'm just some idiot on the sidelines. And I tell the police, I'm like, yeah, you're all a bunch of, patriarchs who hate women. And oh, because Russell says he doesn't love me, then Russell gets to decide who's Aurora. I got my covenant served by the Galactic Confederates. I had the awakening experience, and I heard the voice. So they've put a flip charge in the field, so that no matter what happens in the end, they flip it around on me and call me the thief. So that they want to win at every cost. Now, I did mention that Apple to Cricket. I phoned AT&T several times. Then they sent, like, many of their girls to Oko. They're trying to make it seem like I'm dating this or that. And when I tell people I'm not dating anyone. I don't date people. I don't do that stuff. I mean, I'm on mission only, period, the end. I'm only here to see to it that my name gets, as in heaven, so on earth, so that heaven and earth can be united. Instead, I'm watching everybody playing these ego mind games. Heather is attached to my identity just because it gives her power and prowess to have, won at all cost using. And then now they're turning it on me like, oh, after all this time has passed, she still doesn't incorporate it or accept it. I just found out. You've been poisoning me and hiding information from me for how long? Now they're, like, taking it around on me. So everything I do is, around on me, instead of, whoa, celebrated, brilliant, oh, wow, oh my God. Nope. Still, same story another day. Oh, Brendan had taken me to the Japanese restaurant in conjunction to that laundromat where she stole my bikini bottom, so that you can set the field with spell work, so that even if he says that he's done with her, he's still gonna do her, because he's gonna play the role to satisfy all the ego of Shelter Cove, who want to see at any cost something going on, and who's programmed to think that she's Aurora because they think that he gets to choose. He didn't choose me. I was chosen from the divine. He told the divine to fuck all y'all. And instead of you all saying, oh my God, but by the divine right, she, meaning I, am still Aurora, you're still all denying the real thing and the divine plan just to run with ego. So now you're all dwarfed. You all have very decreased levels of intelligence. And all these schemes you do to like put me last, to make at any cost your dreams of true love never come true, instead of fixing the octave and removing, and for these girls to come forth and say I stole, and for my lawyer to say I lied. Apparently during the divorce proceedings and everything, my lawyer lied for Heather to remain Aurora Diamond Rainbow, and for Christine to secure Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morningstar, and me to end up Dima Tabrawi in California, is why they want to now send me there, under Come Get Your Revenge will make you the star of all stars, sexually speaking. You'll be the highest at every, which I shouldn't be doing it in the context of porn. It should be done in creation or naked under the tree of life. But they want to insist on Dollar General, meaning Amid, meaning the military route, where it's the masculine route, where now California became yang, no more yin. California wants to name me my maiden name instead of what? Why? Because some hoe got away with traveling and walking down the aisle in my name, because some guy from Hollywood named David Rogers hates women and the resurrection. And please, guys, honestly, it's too much. And I'm gonna literally cut this out. I mean, they're trying every means. Oh, why don't you tell us? Why don't you reopen your PayPal? I'm like, I haven't been using any of my banking information anyway, because it's gonna have to be the reset. Why don't you just reset the information from my maiden to my Arkea and rid the field of all these infiltrations and all these plans and maps? And I told already, Apple, that these people stole all the content of my iCloud. Previously, all the pictures after May, where I was like super feminized and whatever, they stole all that stuff just because I was in Shelter Cove, and my sparks of love divine have but he doesn't want me to be my divine Arkea, awoken self. That's why they don't let my photos go up to my Aurora Diamond Star iCloud, which they wanted to go to Tatiana so she can stay Dima Tabrawi for or a month of new creation or whatnot, or Diamond Dream Morningstar, whatever. And they want to keep me Dima Tabrawi at all and every cost, to shun the birds and all the attempt of flight of all, natural beauty, divinity. They want to, have Heather the made up, now fraud broad, with her beauty salons and the lies and manipulations and sex magic and, the lies of Russell, the stink of how miserable it's been and how heavy it's all been. I'm gonna end this with, you're not gonna get away, because I'm literally busting all your bubbles. So eventually you're gonna have to make the shift to 1D to A6. That's it. There's no 3 to 5D. Get over it.